Alright guys, it's Sadie, and I have my capacitor charger right here, and last time I measured it, it had 194.5 microfarads in it, and I got it up to 568 volts. I've got it up to 590 volts before. It has two AA batteries in it, and this is I just used this. All this is just, I have a couple mega ohm resistors, and all this isn't accurate, but this is just hooked up to the capacitors, and I have maybe 8 or 9 mega ohms hooked up to them, and it just goes, when it's fully charged, it goes up to the 90 spot. So I can tell how much is in there. When it's fully charged, it'll go up to the 90. But again, there's probably 8 or 9 mega ohms connecting this, because it would just destroy this meter if it was fully hooked up. But so let's just see what we've got now on that. We can hook up one of these to each of them and see what it is today. See there, 191.2. And I think you have to, since that's so much capacitance, you have to let it sit on there for a while. Maybe 4 minutes or something to get it totally accurate. But this is good enough. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's okay. And then let's see what we're working with the voltage. Change it to the voltage right here. It charges up so fast. It's incredible how fast it charges up. So let's see what so they were all charged up. 566 volts. The batteries are kind of getting low. But let's go ahead and destroy some wires here. I've got this copper wire right here. Got this copper wire, so let's go ahead and do this one. And then let's also try this resistor right here. Let's try this resistor in there. Again, we're fully charged almost. Well, that destroyed that. And then we have an aluminum tab right here. Oh, that smells. That resistor smells. Oh, look. It still has a lot of electricity left in it. So, did you guys see that? It blew up the resistor. And it still has almost a full charge on it. Okay. So, let's try the aluminum tab. So the aluminum disintegrates pretty fast. The aluminum disintegrates really fast. And some of those, I guess, are vaporized. The plasma vaporizes them. That still has a little bit left in it. Okay, so let's try this wire right here. So this is I don't think it's tin. You think this is nickel? Copper with nickel plating on it? I'm not sure. But let's take out one of those little things and hook it up there. charge up again. So charge that one. Alright. And then let's try a copper wire. This is thicker copper. These are thicker copper wires. Let's try one or two of these. So we'll put that in here. Charge it up again. Okay, that's awesome. It's just vaporizing this copper. And we have about 31 joules in here. So if we had 566 volts, so half the voltage squared times, we have 191 microfarads in there. Where's my times 10 to the, where's the button I'm looking for? Exponent, -6. So about 30.6 joules is how much we got here. I noticed that the more voltage we put in there, it seems powerfuler, because I have some that are 200 or 300 volts, and with more capacitance, and it just seems like this does more damage. I have one of these that is 100 joules, which is insane. Why don't we just go ahead and get that out? I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, so here's this one. In this one I have this one we go up to 641 volts. Oh no, I'm sorry. This still goes up to about the same voltage, but I have 641 microfarads compared to 194. So that gets all that. So this one is, let's see what this one can do with some stuff here. These wires are rated 600 volts. So I'm pushing, these wires look really small. These wires look really small. I should get some test lead wire with the 20 kilovolt. I actually ordered some test lead wire with the 20 kilovolt insulation. And I got red. I figured because this is a dangerous thing, I should just get red instead of, I don't need to know the polarity. I can always figure that out. But I got 30 feet off Amazon of 20 kilovolt test wire. And I just want to use red to indicate how dangerous this is. So let's put some of this stuff over here. And you can see that this destroys the wires. Like, I'll peel these and it just destroys the wires right there. But let's go ahead and see what, I gotta peel these wires off. I gotta peel these wires off because they keep getting, totally damaged in there. can see it's melted. These are the wires that went down here, and it's melted up there. So let's see. I also want to shock this thing and see how that goes. But oh no, I just dropped it. I just dropped it down in between the. Okay, so this one is just insane. But I even put a key on this one. So what do we do here? How do we do this? Okay. Alright, there we go. Look at that. It destroyed that whole wire right off of that. Still have 98 volts. But damn. That is crazy. And sometimes after I've done it a few times on this, the wires are kind of warm. They're kind of warm. As you would expect. I forget what gauge this wire is. You can see it's not too much. This is 600 volt. This is 600 volt wire. Even though it looks a lot like the 300 volt wire, you can see there's extra insulation in there. But this is 600 volt wire. And we're pushing it right up there. So the next thing I'm going to do is charge it up and apply the electricity to this. It might even melt some of that solder and it might come back on me. So I do have ear protection on right now, and I'll just have to be careful because I wouldn't want that to get in my eye. If it melts that solder and it comes back on my, if a little piece of it comes in my eye, that would not be good. Okay, but I do have ear protection on because it's insanely loud. Okay, let's go here. Let's just go 400 volts and see what it does. Let's just do 400 volts. So I'll hook up one to the black here. And then the black one is energized, and we'll just go see what this does. Whoa! Oh my gosh, that was awesome. So, I don't know what that, I think it destroyed some of the piezoelectric stuff. Let's do more voltage just for the heck of it. Okay. Alright, here's for the big finale. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. It's got stuff all over the camera. Okay, it's wiping off. It's wiping off. That is so cool. Okay, one more time. That's awesome. It doesn't seem like it's shooting off any big pieces of anything, but I think we're destroying the piezoelectric element there. But it's not shooting off any big hot pieces, so it's okay. But you can see how the wire's already getting degraded. That's what we got there on that. Nothing hooked up to this positive, but I could just touch it to that and see what it does. So we've got the negative hooked up, and we've got that hooked up. Now look at that. Still 136 volts left. So with this one, let's get rid of that energy. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's just go 260 volts. it's got to pierce through that. It's got to pierce through that thing. It doesn't really work too well. I don't think that piezoelectric. I think that's a rock or something, a mineral. Okay, so for this one, why don't I measure how much capacitance we have in this one? Okay, so let's go ahead and measure the capacitance in this one. So we got that going there. Let's measure the capacitance on this one, because I haven't done that recently. Let's see what we got here. So 641, and that's what we have there. So if we have half the voltage squared, what are we up to? 500. What was it? Half the voltage squared, 586 times what we had there. Let's just say 400 and exponent -6. So what is that? Oh, I didn't square the voltage. Hold on. Half 586 squared times 640 exponent -6. So 103 joules there. If I get the batteries refreshed up there, these are all photo flash capacitors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 20 photo flash capacitors in here, and I have them hooked up 2 together to get to double the voltage. So it's a 2 times 10 array of it. So these are rated like 330 volts. So I can put up to 660 volts in there. So I've got 2 of them connected together to be 660 volts, and then that halves the capacitance when you do that, of course. And then I have 10 long. So it's a 2 by 10 array of these photo flash capacitors. These are really neat because they're really long. They're not like the typical little squat battery photo flash capacitors. They're like, you can see how long they are in there. But these were brand new when I got them off Electronic Goldmine. But so there you go. There's some experiments. We'll have to do some more experiments. I've got more stuff going on over here. High voltage probe. I just got this power supply off Amazon. I really like it. I think I burned out one of these. Usually I just hook up these with batteries, and I shouldn't have hooked it up with this because it was just, I think I blew up. I overloaded this, and I'm disappointed about that because these are expensive, and I really wish I didn't do that. I don't know if I put too much current into it or what, but thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my little things here. So both of these, so I can turn it off there. 1, 2, 3 switches, and then I have a key there, and that charges it. And then here I have 1, 2, the key, and this charges it up. But see, you have to turn on all these switches to do that, and then this is a 9-volt battery that just plugs in that thing. So, there you go. Thanks for watching.